Is that good? Why is she tweaking? Stay fucking still. The fuck? Oops. Mouse and keyboard overlay. Move the mouse over here. Fuck! Oh yeah, I need to unlock it. Move the mouse here. Oh my god. Perfect. 3 stream streak, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna get on the game. Continue. Yeah, so she's in there. Should I just do a quick... Maybe I will, like, against all odds, even when I'm tired, perhaps, maybe being tired will make me play better and I'll spam less. Because I'll be, like, less awake and less stimulated and less, you know, do you know what I mean? In fact, I'll even make some freezing. Fuck, I'm running out. I'm gonna have to go find rimmed crystal buds. Okay. Are you feeling? Absolutely not. This isn't it'll be a while. It's a longer. Square up. You fucking bitch. That was my last freezing part. Hate you. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think I can do it. I just think she's evil. Like, she's just a really hard boss. I don't get how I'm supposed to fucking do it. Tired. What the fuck? So where was that big dragon again? I'll go to that. It's here, right? Isn't it? Look, it's called the Dragon God King or something. Oh my god, is that a secret door? Fuck! Why would they render that if I can't go through it? Did you see that? That looks like if I get in there and I roll at the door, there's gonna be a secret. Look. There's no way that's not intentional. Yes, Squiddo is streaming. Thank you. It means a lot. Like, look! This is so suspicious. This has to be something down here. Like, 1,000,000% there's gotta be something down here. What if I, like, roll? Nope. Well, then why would they put it there? That's so mysterious. Like, if I saw that on the corner of a house in real life, I would try to get there. Because I would think there's definitely something, like, ancient tunnels that are being hidden. Oh, fuck, okay. Well, I'm not gonna try and get down there anymore. Was it the Dragon Temple lift? Where was that guy? How do? I'm really fucking tired. I've just been sleeping. This is not the right place. Was it the Dragon Temple transept? I wish I just had a fucking grace and it's like boss here instead of like, oh my god. No. Oh my god. It's not this. 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 Maybe it's this? The fuck? Ah! Not here either! Wait. I'm gonna have to look it up. Eight useless people who can't tell me where the boss is. I'm not sorry, I'm a horrible person. Why is no one telling me how to play the game? That's all the point in streaming. What the fuck? That one's got 2 swords! Oh no. No! 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 Wearing the armor of a guy who commanded gravity when gravity destroys you is very ironic. Yeah, there's no yellow tape. Well, there's 2 bosses in this area. And one of them's in a big arena, and then one of them's like hidden. Holy shit, the frame rate. What? Oh no. I should just let them kill me. Oh my fucking god. Scooby-Doo ass bullshit. The Dragon God. There's 4 of them chasing. There's gonna be 5 of them chasing me. Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm stuck. I wanted to fight the big dragon again. It's like around here. I know it's gonna be easier than Millennia. I just don't think I can fight her. No. The one with 2 heads? Yeah, the one with 2 heads. Evening Millennia. Yeah, sorry about that. Is it Dragon Temple over? Or is it the lift? It feels like if I went up a lift, it should get me there, right? No, it's not! Oh my god, I'm lost. This is why I hate open world games. Even when they give you a map, you just can't find your way. Should I play GTA? What is that? There's a bug. Oh my god, there's a bug in here. No, there isn't. I just hallucinated it. That's cool. I'm looking at the map. Oh, let me think. Where would a huge dragon be? Here, obviously. But there isn't one here. Oh! There? Where? Here? Rooftop. Those you beside Bridge Grace. Middle of 5 graces. Yeah, nice riddle. Middle of 5 graces. Your instructions require me to count. Therefore, they are bad instructions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Or this one. This one, but I just went there and there's nothing there. Oh, I remember. You've got to do fucking parkour, haven't you? Yeah. You've got to run through here. Wait, no. No, I don't remember, actually. Yeah, didn't people have to... I had to be... like, directed there. This is wrong. Well, why can't you make a portable Grace that I can just put next to the boss fight? This is fucking stupid. Everybody thinks this is so funny. Oh my god, streamer pretending to be a retard. But I got lost in a hospital the other day. Like, I was so anxious, I got asked, oh, do you need the children's hospital or the normal hospital? And I laughed because I was flattered that they thought I might be under 18. But she also just sent me to the wrong fucking place again. I was literally lost. Like, there was signs and they were pointing towards a wall and it said, oh, this zone is this way. And the sign was pointing, like the arrow was pointing to a wall. And I know that that means, oh, it's like past the wall, right? But in my brain, it's like, oh, it's telling me to walk through the wall, but that's impossible, so I can't find my way. I got so fucking stressed. It was horrible. I've been there 3 times. Beside the Great Bridge, on that curved piece. This. Find the elevator. Shut up. Your instructions suck. Find the elevator. Also, like, a bunch of elevators were broken at the hospital as well. That was awful. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not. I'm in a bad mood. Everybody hates Charlie Kirk in my Tomodachi Life. Like, he keeps trying to, he made friends with Piccolo, and then Piccolo secretly hates him. Like, he was talking to Piccolo, and Piccolo said, I would rather die than have this conversation, or something like that. Or he said something like, it makes me want to go to sleep. Because Charlie Kirk wanted to talk about crime statistics, while Piccolo didn't. So I know, I've got to jump down here, right? Yeah. Down. I knew I would remember. She's done it. Yeah, I've done it. Not be falling. Can I not skip this? Oh, I can. Okay. I'm scared. Uh-oh. I'm so fucking scared. Oh my god. Where's its fucking foreskin? Oh. Can I not use my horse? I feel like I should be allowed to use my horse here. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Oh no, I should run. Oh! What's up with him? Reach! I'm too short! Manlet character! Stop! Oh, okay, I'm not. Sorry. This is impossible! Message was a phrase of fuck yourself. Fucking stream snipers. Fuck. It puts too much pressure on me when you do that. Run, 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 run. He's dead. Where the fuck did he go? Oh my god! What do you mean I'm not allowed my horse for this boss fight? That is insane. Oh fuck, I'm fucked. Appraisals heal you though. Yeah, I know, but it means that somebody's on my Steam friends list is appraising my message or something. Because it only ever happens when I'm... Fuck! It only ever happens when I'm fighting the boss, I swear. This guy might be harder than Melania. No, he's not. No. Yeah, it's time to do my favorite, Does that count as a fail if it's not Melania? No, it doesn't. I'm just gonna go run it down and kill Melania over and over again because that guy was fucking dropping my frames. Did you see that? She is in the Halictree Roots, right? Every boss looks hard. Thank you for your input. I want to do my favorite activity right now. Okay. Jake793. You're not following. You have 21 messages. Must have been drunk last time you chatted. I remember you. We've got Ritz, London Cock, Goji. I bet it's Goji who's appraising my messages. He's a troll. And he has me on Steam. Oh look, I start reading out names of chatters and 2 people leave immediately. Scared of something? You know, I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't delusional. Probably be a more enjoyable life. Stop calling out lurkers. Well, I don't like it. It says lurker unfriendly. Oh, yeah. You... Ooh. I like calling out lurkers. It's like, what if they've never chatted before, and then they hear their name, and then they chat for the first time? Also, fuck. Why does it say lurker not welcomed? I'm a mod in the tags. Look at the tags. English, female streamer, woman, delusional, blind playthrough, lurker unfriendly, psychic empath, and high IQ. Damn, you got 10 views. What do you mean, damn? Fuck yourself. I'll be right back. Let me turn the light on. There's nothing there. Ah, I see it. What do you mean? There's something down there? Oh, that's so secret, right? No, of course it's not. Nothing fun in the game past a certain point. There's no adventure or wonder. Lol, you and another dude have the same tag. Which tag? Lurker unfriendly? We should go raid him and all just lurk. This is so fucking evil. Please shut. Shit. Reach him and say nothing, and nobody says anything. That would be so funny. But it wouldn't, because if someone did that to me, I'd ban all of them. Like every single raider. Person who did it. I need to fucking... I don't know what to do. Like... I don't know how to dodge her when she does that thing. I feel like it's been like over a week since I played and I've just forgotten everything she does. And I wish I had the freeze pots. Like, maybe I'm just gonna start the DLC, I think. Okay, why? I will start the DLC for now, and then I'll come back to her in a bit. Where's the DLC again? What'd you get from killing her again? Online clout. And, you know, you can just say, oh yeah, I beat Melania. I mean, like, Germa beat Melania. Well, I should be able to do it. I just kind of want to get her to second phase, and then, you know, I'd be happy with that. But I can't. She just kirks me every time. Shows Shadow Realm. Oh yeah, here it is. Did Pumpkin beat her? Pumpkin is still, we were trying to, navigate Pumpkin around Lindell, yesterday. I was like, oh, there's a doorway to the right. Go to the right. She ran into a wall on the left and said, no, there isn't! So, yeah. And then I set fire to my microwave. So, she kind of couldn't do Elden Ring because it was a bit distracting. Whoa! What the fuck? Gave me 1,500 runes. So aluminum foil. Yeah, it was, but Ritz actually told me that you're allowed to put aluminum foil in the fucking microwave. He said it's fine as long as it's not for a long time, and it literally just started sparking after like after 3 seconds, and it was already on fire. And he says he's put burritos wrapped in foil in there so many times. And you believe him. Yeah, well, I mean, he carries himself as if he's the smartest man on the planet, so, you know, it's kind of hard not to sometimes. But if it hadn't happened to me, it would have happened to him. Luckily, Pumpkin's figured out how to clip stuff on desktop, so I got a clip of it. That's why it's on TikTok. These things are so funny! Oh! Fucking worms, look at them. Why do they drop so many fucking souls? They don't even do that much damage. Oh. That's what they look like. They're actually so cute. I'm missing. I keep missing. My aim sucks. Missing. Ouch. Oh no. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Getting smoked. No. Getting wormed. Pardon me. Oh look. Surely the boss isn't too hard. Oh, it's just a guy. Oh fuck! Back to Rimworld. What the fuck is this game? This is horrible. You kind of move like a PvP player, right? They tell you they didn't put ChatGPT into the fucking AI of the game, but we can never know for sure. In fact, that could just be a real guy. But I've accused Terraria enemies of doing that before, so I don't really read anything away from it. This guy sucks, never mind. What an idiot. Look at this. What an idiot. Look. What a dumbass. Look. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. I hope he doesn't have a second phase. Should I just play fucking Skyrim instead? Should I just play fucking Skyrim instead? I can't do this. I'm not gonna be able to beat Millennium. I'm not gonna be able to. I can't. It's been 35 minutes and I haven't woken up or anything. Like, maybe I need to go get coffee or something. I haven't had anything today. Like, any caffeine. It just feels like my brain doesn't work. Not with that mentality. Yeah, well, the mentality is the problem. Like, it feels like there's a giant cloud of smoke in my brain. I believe they call it brain fog or something. What? Coffee this late? Well, I kind of slept all day. I woke up at like 2. You didn't know that! How would you know, liar? That's Zaza. Yeah, I do feel fucking high, actually. I'll be right back and I'll try and make We're back. Hi. First time chat, let's go. Oh, I forgot to turn the music off, I'm sorry. Also, my like full mouth tracking for my model is almost done. It'll be like 3D tracking instead of like PNG, like blend shapes. Don't send them the fucking gun emoji. That's the emoticon that you use when you're insane and you want to kill someone. Sorry, C-Coil, it's not good, it's not what we're like, I promise. We're really normal. Everyone. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, you should. Also, I'm really good at this game. This is like my 4th playthrough. I'm like level 1 on this character. I'm starting a DLC at level 1, so. How's Melania going? I'd rather not fucking answer that question. Taking a break because she's upset, okay? I need to kill this guy. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. Oh shit. Oh! What the fuck? He hurt me! This emote is missing the white dots. Yeah, I know, because it took like fucking 5 hours to... It took like 4 hours to draw and animate. Because I didn't just trace it. I like animated the like 5 frames myself, and I had to like figure out how to make the perspective work because I'm not good at drawing. It took a long time. There's probably a better way to do it. Lying as fuck. Okay, well, fuck you. I'm allowed to lie on my own stream. Thank you very much. Where am I? Oh, it's over here. Have you beaten malaria yet? Absolutely not. I am at 65 or 66 deaths so far, and I haven't gotten her to phase 2. Yeah. So I decided to take a break by either fighting the Dragon God, Placido sucks, or do this guy. Why is my frames dropping? Do I need to restart my computer? Do you see this? What the fuck? Oh, you're 3060 by the way. What's going on? Fuck. Hang on. Let me, like, what's open? I'm gonna open Task Manager. It's gonna say virus.exe using 10,000% of my CPU. It's gonna say that. Let's see, Task Manager. What is this? Spotify? Why is that using so much? Okay, Fanatic, OP, fuck off. Search. Oh my god, my computer just sucks. Discord? What do you mean Discord? What are you talking about? Oh. Hmm. Okay, well. I'll try again. I think I can get it. It's just game mechanics for it to stutter. No, 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 no. It's absolutely not. I'm gonna turn down my settings. System. Uh, like, why would I want the fucking grass? I don't. Oh my god, that did not help. I know why. Oh my god, I fucking know why. I know why. I know why. It's because I'm on 280 hertz. I need to change that. Can't handle 280 hertz. Oh, I'm not. I'm on 60. Oh, my computer just sucks then, I guess. Cool. I probably have a virus. Did you see this? Look! Why does it look way more shitter than usual? People farming Bitcoin from your PC? Probably. I wonder what I did. It's probably TikTok. Just restart maybe, but my PC, I mean, it has been on for 4 days with RimWorld running. Do you think that would be a problem? But if I restart my PC, I have to restart the stream. Probably restart the game. Okay. I'll do that after I die to this guy. Look for... see, I need all my frames. What PC parts do we even have? You can just set... Alright, you just ask Ritz. Fuck! He fucking built it. Should I just stream Tomodachi live? Like, who should I make? I spent 2 hours on Charlie Kirk, and my Charlie Kirk me is amazing. And everyone else, oh, and my Piccolo. My Piccolo is pretty good too. I didn't even know how to use the face paint when I made him, so I had to just make his like weird fucking eyebrow thingies with like the normal parts. Just end TikTok. I don't have TikTok running on my PC. It's on my phone, but what if it's like connecting to my PC and like attacking it with a virus or something? I don't know how that works, and I don't like it. Diddy. I'm not making a Diddy me. That's just fucked up. I was thinking of maybe Epstein, but that's like... There's no like personality type that would like match him. Sleeper. I need to add LeBron, I think. I need to add LeBron. My friend has a really good LeBron meme. Fuck! Oh, he has a fucking... He has a fucking gun! Jeffrey Dahmer. Low-key, he just looks like me. We've got the same glasses and everything. Big Yahoo! Yeah, nah. I'm not making the big Yahoo. Oh my god. I can't play this game. I cannot play this game. I need to play a different one. It's, okay, an hour. I've been playing for an hour. I'm playing a different game. Okay, GTA, Red Dead Redemption, or Half-Life 2. Or Sekiro, I guess. Or we could try Dark Souls 3 again. It's just running like shit. It's just running like complete trash. It might just be the DLC. Red Dead, are you sure? Did you not finish Red Dead? No, I didn't, because it's like $10,000 game, you know? And I keep making very bad decisions in that game as well. For some reason. Shalom Squiddo. No. Not shalom, it's the evening. Why don't you get more viewers on AFK? Nobody likes my voice. The only people who like this pitch of voice are pedophiles, and I'm not talking in a voice that would make pedophiles want to join. So we're stuck in limbo. This is an autistic-only community. Elon Musk? Oh my god, that's a good idea. I feel like he'd be best friends with Charlie Kirk. But I have too many people with the leader personality type on my island. Like, Piccolo and Charlie Kirk both have the leader, personality. Oh wait, no, Piccolo might be reserved. I think Piccolo's, like, reserved and aloof and shit. And he just flies around instead of walking. I love Piccolo. I was gonna make Goku as well. Autistic only? Yeah, welcome. Oh, let's see, Red Dead. Oh my god, I uninstalled it. Fucking uninstalled it! Why? Got some chill games. Now I've got Red Dead, it's fine. I want to play it. Benjamin Ninja Yahoo. I have to use a Rockstar Games launcher. Oh my god. Verify my email? Oh my god. You wouldn't think it would be this hard to play a fucking video game, would you? Shit. Wait, I think I was stuck on like a story thing. Oh, I could play GTA 5 for the first time, I think. Because I have it. I got the whole game for free on Rockstar, like from Epic Games or something. You're gonna switch to mobile? Why do I have 16 viewers? I don't like that. And they're all fucking invisible as well. I don't like that. Israel, I love you. What is up with you today? Why have you been doing this today? Why are you saying these things? I'm not reading that out. I could play GTA 5. I could actually play it for the first time ever. I've never played it before. But I guess not, because I already launched Red Dead. I feel like it's gonna lag today. His tax is fun. The Iron Dome. Why are you getting political? Shut up. Moron. Did I just quit the game? No, I didn't. Nice poetry. Perhaps. Oh my god, it's fucking, it's Bibi no money. Come to Brazil. A nursery rhyme. Yeah, no, it's fucking not. It takes so long to load. You'd think you'd really be able to have sex with Karen, but you can't. I don't remember where I last left off. I think I saved a family of Germans or something. Or I don't know, I think I was look, every time I've played this game I've been drunk as fuck, so how would I fucking remember? Like, where am I? I have a 130. What did I do? Oh my god, my frame rate. I'm gonna have to restart my computer. Do you see this? What the fuck? Display. Low, everything fucking low. Holy shit. No. Maybe it's OBS? Maybe I need to just turn my PC off. It has been a while. Why is it windowed borderless? Shut the fuck up. Oh, everything's on high. No? Oh no. So whenever I say I have a bad computer, people are like, no you don't! And then he does this to me. Okay, low. I don't know what this means. It's gonna be... Yeah, sure. It's gonna be low. Put this on low too. It's gonna look like shit. What the fuck? Like, who is playing this game to look at the fucking graphics? Like, as someone who used to play, like, PvP games, the fact that there's people out there who only play story games and they have a fucking NASA tier computer just to do this pisses me off. Fur quality, are you fucking serious? Tree tessellation. You're fucking shitting. Ridiculous. Psycho Bunny. Ooh. Hello. Wait, she won't come back if she leaves. I will. Bro, I love tree tessellation. How dare you? Fuck you and your trees. Okay, let's see how shit it looks. It doesn't even look any different. It still feels weird. Like, it still feels fucking weird. I think I killed someone here. What's wrong with trees? I don't know. It looks... The fucking frame rate. It just... I don't know, it just feels weird. Do you see it? Is it actually? Yeah, it looks like it is, isn't it? I might need to restart. Yeah, I could play Terraria. A blast is on its way. What? You can't just threaten to fucking drone strike someone's house like that. What the fuck? Ah! Oh my god, how did you know? Whose horse is this?
Let's move.
That's not my horse! I don't want you. No! Shut up. I'm restarting my computer. This is unplayable. I'm totally not just coping. This doesn't feel right. Feels like I'm playing at 2 FPS. What does it look like for you?
Help me! Help me!
Yes, Queen!
Please! Hands up now!
What the fuck?
Do it!
No? Where's my...
I ain't gonna repeat myself.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. She started it. $1! She had $1 fucking dollar! You joke. Robbing corpses. She fucking tried to rob me! She tried to rob me. She started it. I was trying to help her. I hope she wasn't a quest character. The game is kind of running a bit bad. Oh, pig! A big pig! She was a good lady with a family. Oh! Fuck. Is a horse okay? Mercilessly killed and robbed by a drunk. No, she started it. I'm gonna restart I'm gonna restart my computer. I have to see whether there's something bad. Who falls from horse every 2 minutes? It's Slippy on there, you know? I'm restarting my PC. This is really bad. It just feels terrible. I'll be right back.